Hope you guys are having an awesome day. If you haven't checked out my other video, check out the one before this. You got to do it. It's I'm showing you guys how to ceramic coat a wheel with Cermic Pro 9H. This is my first time using the Cermic Pro. I've always used kind of cheaper products for spraying wheels, just because you go through a lot more of it, so it's expensive. But if you guys spray Cermic Pro, you know how expensive, or if you use Cermic Pro, you know how expensive it is. So I had already, if you watched my last video, I'd already sprayed it with Cermic Pro 9H. Now I'm going to top coat it with light, or they call it top coat now. Used to call it light. Awesome coating. If you guys have never used this, Cermic Pro is, in my opinion, probably the #1 coating out there. So yeah, it's awesome. And long and short of it, I've already sprayed the 9H, which is your base layer. I'm going to top coat it now, and I'm going to put, this wheel is a matte wheel, so it's considered dark matte bronze, which SCS wheels, awesome wheels, and I was fortunate to get a hold of one. Basically, I'm using a auto body stand with this metal top that I have, and I got one of these years ago. This rope right here is made by XRT at Home Depot. You can get them. I have a little block of wood just to prop the lip up so I can spray the lip as well. It doesn't sink into this Harbor Freight anti-fatigue mat I have on here. So if you watched my last video, basically I'm going to spray it with Soda Jet, and this is HVLP 1.0 and HVLP, high volume, low pressure, gravity fed gun. Awesome guns. I run a Soda cheater valve on it. So I have the fluid drip. I basically choked the fluid in, which means I screwed it in, and when you screw it in, it doesn't allow you to pull the trigger as much, so less material comes out. This stuff's insanely expensive. Already 2 ounces for, like I said, I think back a couple years ago I paid $225 for the 9H, and top coat was probably 150 bucks or something. By the time you ship it, I mean, I'm going to be about 400 bucks in coating on these wheels, so maybe not quite as much on the top coat, but pretty much. So if you care about your wheels, you want them to turn out sweet, you know, you can wipe them, which would save you a lot of money, but this saves you a lot of time, and in my opinion, it's much more thorough. Basically, after spraying the 9H, I really feel like this product is super nice. It's it's awesome. I can tell by the way it sprays that it bonds to the wheel real well. So it's, in my opinion, the best coating on the market. I know OptiCoat, Next Level Coatings, Technician's Choice. I mean, Adams has some. There's a lot of them out there. But Cermic Pro is probably the best that I've used. So it's warm out here in Colorado, obviously sunny, that's why I got the shades on, but it's probably 60 degrees, which is beautiful because we've been getting pounded with snow. Very long and short of it, go back watch my other video if you haven't seen it, but now I'm going to top coat it. So I let it dry about an hour or so. I got them sitting in the sun. So I did 5 wheels, so I have a spare. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I sprayed the first one, I set it down, and then the next one here, then the next one here, here, and here. So now I'm giving them time to dry, and I can leapfrog back to my first wheel because it's dried the longest. A lot of this stuff is using your brain, make things faster. Painting's already hard enough, so you know, you want to use your mind to speed things up. I'm actually going to throw my respirator on while I spray this stuff, because the last time I sprayed it here, I was coughing a little bit, so you definitely want to wear a respirator if you spray it. I didn't on my last video, but I tried one wheel with this light stuff, and it's make me cough a little. So I'm going to grab my respirator, and I'm going to spray her on. Hang tight. So here she is, SAS. I think it's Survival Air something, Safety Corporation. I use the 3M ones as well, but first thing I'm going to do is lightly blow it off with my Tornador. So I'll turn it down. And basically I just want to get all the dust off and whatnot. So I'm going to use one towel, brand new. Actually, that's got product on it. This towel right here, which I'm going to put in my pocket, folded in 4s, white towel, 0 product. So pretty sure. So I'm going to smell it. Gotta do the smell test. I don't know, neither one of them really smell like it, but here it goes. So I'm gonna move this a little bit, turn my air pressure down. I want it down, you want your air pressure down, in my opinion, as low as you can get it. So where it still sprays and atomizes. Don't put a lot of this stuff on. You start pouring this stuff on and it's gonna be costly. So here it goes. Just kind of put it on as light as you can, but get a nice even medium coat. There it goes. I'm gonna hit the lip first. I'm gonna cut in these holes. One other thing I like to do is put the hose over my neck sometimes, so it kind of helps keep your hose intact, and you always know where it is at all times. I'm gonna come from a different angle. Hit the lips one more time. You should probably understand respirator talk, since it's been the whole COVID-19 thing. So, all right, so set your gun down, and hopefully it doesn't fall over. So I'm gonna let it tack up a little bit. I think that one's maybe the one. Yeah, that one's got the product on it. So this one, zero product. This is just a wipe towel. This one is your pickup towel. So I was using this on the 9H as my pickup towel, or my my final towel, and then I threw the other towel kind of aside, and now I'm using this as my pickup towel. So this shouldn't have hardly any product on it, because it's essentially a drying towel. So you want to do that because it'll streak. Now this product's top coat. So when you level this product, you don't wipe it off, you level it. So I'm going to start just kind of lightly basically smoothing the coating out. So, and I do it in stages or layers. So I'm just trying to take, when you spray it, it's kind of a little bit maybe heavier than if you wiped it, because it's what they call a nano coating. So I'm just super light. I mean, just barely skiffing the surface. I don't really want to press down on it, because I don't want to pick up too much product. I'm literally just kind of wiping the excess, and I do it in stages. So, the first coats, the first wipes, kind of the lightest wipe, because I really want it to kind of set up. So it's still, it's still kind of tacky. So, and I'm gonna take my shades off because I really need to see what I'm doing. And a lot of this stuff is a feel thing. You want to be careful. I got a chunk of wood here. I don't want to get a piece of wood on this and cause it to scratch anything, especially because it's matte. So I'm watching what I'm doing. The areas you need to pay more attention to are the face of the wheel. You can probably get away with kind of the inner lip if you're going to miss anything, but you don't want to miss wiping this product. If you do, it'll leave what they call high spots, and honestly, on this wheel, you're just pretty much screwed. You can't fix it. Reason being is because you can't do anything. You can't polish. I mean, you could try to polish it, but it's a matte wheel, so it's kind of a one-shot deal. So maybe if you've never done this, you don't really want to basically practice on a $350 wheel or $340 wheel like this. So you want to kind of maybe practice on some cheap ones with some cheap coating. If you guys are doing this for a living. So basically I got it pretty good. Now I'm going to take my drying towel, especially like the center cap where it's kind of a glossy black. Anytime, I mean, you could probably, if you're going to get away with anything, you could get away with it on the matte gold or matte bronze, but I don't really believe in trying to get away with anything. I just think if you're thorough and you're doing a good job, that so basically I sometimes I got to think about this stuff, but I flip my towel over. So you could even flip it over because you have it in four, so it's a fresh side. make sure there's absolutely zero product on your towel. And key is use these white towels and use as many as you need. If you need to use 3, 4, 5, or 6, who cares? You know, in the grand scheme of things, when you're doing a $300 or $400 set of wheels, you know, what difference does it make? I'm not gonna put a whole lot of tension into these lug holes. I haven't leveled the back side, and I'm just top coating the top side. I'm not gonna top coat the back. So really just be thorough, making sure you're wiping everything. This product, it's a feel thing. Like I said, I kind of do it in stages. I wipe it lightly at the beginning, and then I just as I'm lightly just brushing it kind of, and then as I keep going, I try to pick up more and more and be a little more aggressive with my wiping. I'm never 100% aggressive, but you know, but mainly you'll feel this stuff under your towel. This light stuff makes it super slick. So this stuff should just, all the dirt and grime and gook should just wipe off like butter. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And the biggest thing is just watch. I mean, there's a lot to this stuff, and I'm probably not covering near as much as I should, because it's just hard. I do it, you know, kind of out of instinct anymore, and so I have to start thinking about what I'm doing. But long and short of it, you do want to let, some people are probably like, oh, well, how long do you let it sit? So I spray it on, and then that's, like I said, it's a little heavy, and then I just kind of lightly level it or smooth it, take just the top layer off, and I just keep wiping more thorough and more thorough. As far as dry times, you know, I know you want to let this stuff sit for, you know, probably an hour between coats. Like say 9H, hit it with the 9H base coat, and then give it an hour before you hit it with light. That's why I said I got 5 wheels, and I basically been letting them sit for probably somewhere close to an hour, and then I'm top coating them. So I don't know, hopefully that covers it all. Long and short of it, great product, awesome wheels, and yeah, I'll put this on the Tundra and it's gonna look gorgeous. So hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll catch you in my next video. See ya.